Hello and welcome to the Day Ahead. It's Wednesday, August the 27th. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, the local share market is set to open strongly with ASX futures up more than 0.5%. European shares closed lower, led by losses in France, where the minority government looked increasingly likely to be ousted next month, while deepening concerns over the US Federal Reserve's independence dampened global risk sentiment. President Trump has moved to fire Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook over claims of mortgage fraud. However, stocks on Wall Street finished higher despite the uncertainty, with markets focused on the prospect of a rate cut in September. Nvidia rose ahead of its quarterly report tomorrow, and President Trump has said that Meta is planning to spend $50 billion on its massive data center in Louisiana. Eli Lilly shares surged after the drug maker said its experimental pill cuts body weight by more than 10% in diabetes patients. EchoStar shares jumped some 70% to a record after telecom giant AT&T said it has agreed to buy certain wireless spectrum licenses from the satellite communications firm for about $23 billion. The energy majors fell, tracking the price of oil lower, whereas shares of the gold miners rose along with the price of bullion. Well, US Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook will file a lawsuit to prevent President Trump from firing her in what could be a protracted legal fight over the central bank's independence. The president said he would fire Cook for alleged deceitful and potential criminal conduct relating to mortgages she took out in 2021. Her departure would allow Trump to pick a majority of the Fed's 7-member board. In the latest US data, consumer confidence fell slightly in August as Americans worried more about the prospects of finding a job. And US durable goods orders in July fell 2.8%, which was less than forecast. The US Treasury yield curve steepened following President Trump's attempt to fire Lisa Cook, with shorter dated yields falling more than longer dated ones, the 2-year falling around 5 basis points to 3.68%, and the 10-year was down to 4.25%. And the US dollar fell against the major currencies. The Aussie dollar is trading at 65 US cents. And Bitcoin is trading at around 111,000 US dollars. Oil prices have erased gains from the previous session as investors watch developments around US tariffs, the war in Ukraine, and the potential disruption of Russian fuel supplies. Brent crude down around 2.5% at $67 a barrel. Copper rose 1.3%. Iron ore fell around 1% to $102 a tonne, and gold has hit a 2-week high on concerns over the Fed's independence, spot gold climbing to $3,392 an ounce. On the data docket locally today, we get the Consumer Price Index for July, as well as a pulse on construction work. And on the earnings calendar, among those companies reporting results are Adairs, Domino's, Flight Centre, Lovisa, Nine Entertainment, Tabcorp, WiseTech and Woolworths. That is your Day Ahead. See you again tomorrow.